Warning. The following clip contains graphic content, violence, and gore. Viewer discretion is advised. No. Hey you guys, we're back. Today we'll be doing Brittany's book review number 10 on Food Rules by Michael Pollan and Maira Kallman. By the way, I'm so excited to be on 10 book reviews. Man, that was a lot of insane hard work. But holy shit, it feels so good. I hit my 1,000 subscribers. This is consistent. Thank you guys so much. Publisher of this book is the Penguin Press. This book was 83 pages. It took me a few days to read. I obviously could have finished this book in one day, but it was just so good that I wanted to savor it like I savor my food. Overall impression, I absolutely loved this book. Don't you already? How can you not? It's so cute. Oh, Bandit's coming to star. Rating, I'm gonna give this book a 4.7 stars. Statement about the author. Michael Pollan is an author and journalist. He also wrote In Defense of Food, How to Change Your Mind, and The Omnivore's Dilemma. I have not read those, but they sound very intriguing. Great detail of the author's thesis and summary of the main points. This book really brings us back to our old natural ways, the food advice we got from our mothers and grandparents when we were kids and younger. We've come very far from what's normal and natural in many ways that's really hurting our health here in America. Michael Pollan offers some food rules to help. They're nice, simple, catchy, memorable. It's really not as complicated as we all make it seem and we think. It really doesn't have to be that complicated. We eat too much fake garbage and then we get sick, and then we take fake medicine and chemicals to try and cure ourselves from all the fake crap that we're eating, where really, if we just use food as our medicine and we eat healthy, natural, organic foods, and we cure ourselves from healthy, natural, organic things and ways, then we don't need all that. It's really not this crazy mystery like they want to make it out to be. They really just profit off of that, and that's why they do it at your expense. People think they could just eat whatever they want and then take a magic pill to fix their high blood pressure, this and that, and that's gonna save them. It's just not true. It's not the case. If you eat unhealthy, you're gonna be unhealthy. No medication is going to help you. Diet is where it's at. In regards to weight, diet is about 70% and exercise is about 30%. So I see some people who are working out for 4 hours a day and they're like, I don't know why I can't lose weight. I'm going to the gym all the time. Well, unfortunately, if you just walk on a treadmill, you're not really increasing that threshold. And again, diet is just primarily way more important. So if you eat crap and then you go to the gym and you work out, it's just not gonna fix it. Nowadays, you see people smoking cigarettes on the treadmill at the gym and wondering why they're not losing weight. Eat healthy from the inside out for health in all areas of your life. Some of my favorite food rules in this book were eat slowly, put down the fork, and eat until you are about 75% full and then stop. Drink plenty of water and drink water before a meal to eat less. Another thing I might add is you can use affirmations and incantations to help you. You can use binaural beats, headphones. YouTube has all kinds of hypnosis, education. I will do so many more videos to help you guys out. When you're eating, the first bite is the best. After that, it all gets worse. All of the flavor, the best bite is going to be the first. All the flavor is going to be in there and everything else is just going to get increasingly worse after that. Practice leaving food on your plate. Don't eat everything. Go by the S rule. No sweets, no snacks, no second helpings. Some things that are great to eat and incorporate in your diet are B12, fermented foods. No, I'm not talking about beer. Beer is horrible for you, straight to the gut. More like kombucha. My fridge is stocked with kombucha. Oh my gosh, we love that stuff. Sourdough bread, soy sauce, sauerkraut, kimchi, sriracha. When you eat real food, you don't need rules. Also, another pro tip, it's getting cold here and we are losing our tans. Fall, if you eat your carrots, that can really help. Give your skin that orange glow from the inside out. A lot of other vegetables will do this as well. Beta carotene. Avoid foods that contain high fructose corn syrup, but don't be fooled if they say, no high fructose corn syrup, it's made with real cane sugar. Sure, that may be better, but sugar is still sugar. Sugar is the devil. Sugar is really bad. It goes straight to the gut. Americans eat way too much sugar, through the roof, the amount of sugar that they are eating. Literally, it's insane. Stay away from sugar. Get in the habit of reading food labels and then YouTubing or Googling them to see what they are. Learn about them. It's really not that hard. Once you learn what's healthy, this product or this product, then you know. Then you don't have to keep doing it every time. It's really not that complicated. You can have two products of the same thing, like almond milk, for example. One will contain this horrible chemical product that's really bad for you, and this one won't. So you get this one instead, and then you know, oh, this one's bad, this one's good. You just know. When you're thirsty, choose water. Refreshing. Also drink water before your meal to eat less. Sweeten and salt your foods yourself. Don't let corporations do it for you. Avoid foods that have some kind of salt or sugar listed in the top 3 ingredients. What this means is that the product contains most of that, and that is horrible. So as you go down the ingredients list, it contains less of that ingredient. So be aware of that, know how to read food labels. Again, it's not that hard. Get in the habit of it. Avoid foods that you see advertised on TV. They are brainwashing you and your children. Matter of fact, avoid the TV. Watch YouTube. Hook it up to your TV. Get a smart TV. That is where you're going to find the truth. Everything else on there is brainwashing, manufactured consent. Shop the peripheries of the supermarket and stay out of the middle. All the unhealthy foods are in the middle, and the healthy foods are on the outside. But still watch, because of course there's unhealthy food on the outside too. It's not a free pass. Shop the perimeters. Eat only foods that will eventually rot. For example, a McDonald's cheeseburger or KFC, it will never rot. Literally, you can have a McDonald's Happy Meal burger sit there for like a decade and it will be fine. It'll look the same. It'll probably be the same and have the same nutritional health benefits 10 years later. If, however, you take an apple and you look at it 10 years later, it's going to look a lot different. That's what you want to eat. Food that's actually gonna digest in your body and not just sit there. Go food shopping every week. Eat close to earth. The less processed, the better. Things such as meat that is incredibly highly processed. Now, when you're eating meat, are you eating it raw? Imagine eating meat raw. Do you just eat your cat and just start eating it? No, that's disgusting. It's disgusting afterwards too. It's been processed like 800 times. Stay away from meat, eat a plant-based diet. P.S. I just want to mention China is having their dog festival. They're getting ready. They got all these truckloads full of dogs. And man, if you see these pictures, the nets are like see-through. I don't know. It's like you could see them all like, okay, we're just going for our festival. How disgusting. I feel like everyone can agree that that is disgusting. But my question is, why is it so disgusting to do that to dogs, but it's okay to do that to every other animal? It makes no sense. It's disgusting. You've been brainwashed. I understand that that's really hard to unhook yourself from, but consider trying and opening your mind. I also highly suggest watching the documentary Cowspiracy on Netflix. It's amazing. Meat is literally just so horrible for you. All the top deadly diseases are caused by meat. Meat is horrible for you in every way. We are not meant to eat it. That's why it kills us. I mean, it just makes logical sense. You kill things as karma at its finest. You kill things, you don't have to survive. By the way, disclaimer. Does this look like something you want to eat for dinner? Do you need this to survive? No. It's disgusting, so stop. My dog would find that very unethical that you are eating her friends. Don't eat dogs. Don't eat other animals either. It's disgusting. It's just as disgusting. Is this how you want my dog? No. Other highly processed things are dairy, frozen meals, chips. Stay away from that. Unlike plants, seeds, nuts, beans, lentils, legumes, that stuff is very filling, delicious, and it is not highly processed. In general, corporations cook very unhealthy. They use way too much salt, sugar, and fat. Stay tuned for my book review on salt, sugar, fat. It's gonna be awesome. If it came from a plant, eat it. If it was made in a plant, don't.
Don't.
Pro tip, if it came through the window of your car, it's not food. It's filler. By the way, meat also makes you very fat. Meat is made for thickening. Assuming most people don't want to be obese and fat, you should probably cut back on meat. And it's killing the planet. Over 51% of all greenhouse gases comes from meat farms. That's a hidden conspiracy. See my book, Conspiracy. Have a glass of wine with dinner. Now that's a rule I can get down with. Actually, I could go for a glass of wine right now. Why, thank you. Also, another tip when you drink red wine, like I just did, make sure you have a glass of water sitting by to drink directly after, because red wine does stain your teeth. Same with coffee. And it has a lot of sugar. So take the water, swish it in between your teeth, and get that film off. Eat less. This one's very simple, but can be very hard. Just eat less. Just stop eating. Literally, America just overeats so much. To lose weight, just eat less. People are very inaccurate about how much food they think their body needs to be full and satisfied. We actually need a lot less. Portion sizes today are 4 times what they were in the 50s. Another tip I'd like to tack onto that personally is if you go out to eat, which again I don't recommend, that is way too much calories and very expensive. Of course we're all gonna go out to eat, I know, but don't go out to eat every night. Tone it down, cut back. It's okay to be hungry. It's actually good. It's so sad that nowadays it's like people and kids probably don't even know what hunger feels like because our norm is just literally to eat all the time. Be hungry, feel it, appreciate it. If you're hungry, it's like a cramp for 1 second. Do something else and you'll forget about it. It will go away. Eat slowly. Eat slowly and try to enjoy the meal for as long as it took to prepare. Use smaller plates and glasses. This is what I like to use. These are super cute, I love them. These were actually little yogurt containers. I have tons of them, so our cabinets are stocked. We use these as serving sizes for a little drink, yogurt, cottage cheese. It's perfect. As well as a little plate. I also personally like to use plastic silverware. It's just my weird thing, but also they are smaller than regular size, so silverware included. Serve proper portions and don't go back for seconds. Order the small. Nowadays, supersize me, everything is way oversized, way more than it needs to be. Seriously, if you get like a small ice cream, it's like this big. It's insane. It's crazy. It's way too much. It's a trap. Eat meals instead of grazing all day. I used to actually think that this was the better option, to graze all day, that it would speed up your metabolism and it would constantly be working in your favor. That's just not true. That's another lie, myth, confusion. No. Eat less. Eat less often. Eat less food. Unless you're eating vegetables only. Do all your eating at a table. It is proven time and time again that people way overeat when they are distracted and not paying attention. They typically go into autopilot, so when you're watching TV or in the car, you're eating way more than you need to. You're not consciously eating. You're really just kind of throwing food into your mouth, and that is not how we want to eat. Practice leaving something on your plate. You don't have to eat it all the time. That's a bad habit. Do you really need it all? No. That's also kind of a lack mindset. Eat with others. It is proven people eat much less when they are. Treat treats as treats. Yes, you can have them, but know what they are. Know that it is a treat. Be aware of that and treat it as a treat. Have it once in a blue moon, not all the time, every day, all day. No. With fruits and vegetables and plants, you're gonna have a lot of compost, like banana peels and orange skins, things like that. You can have a compost bin, or you can always just throw it out your backyard. Feed it to the squirrels and the animals. They'll greatly appreciate it. It feels really good to recycle and give back. We like to have squirrel parties. We'll have like 9 squirrels in the back. We feed them all the food. They love it. It's so much fun. Squirrels also like Oreos, so if you're getting rid of all of those, instead of just throwing it away, give it to them. They'll greatly appreciate it, especially as it gets colder. Plant a vegetable garden, or at least have a window box if you don't have room. We are very lucky to have an amazing garden here. Dave made it and has this awesome green thumb. It's so great. I love it. Cook. Uh-oh, that's something I need to work on. Luckily, I'm spoiled and Dave knows how and is a very good cook, but that is something I am working on. Break the rules once in a while. After all, rules are made to be broken. The food innovations have largely distracted people on how to eat healthfully. Americans suffer far higher rates of heart disease, obesity, and some form of cancers because of their diet. Pollan likes to call this the Western diet. Other areas do not eat this type of diet, and shocking, they are much healthier, much thinner, naturally. It's not hard for them. This is a crazy trick because of the corruption in America that this is so profitable, and so people get very rich off of making you sick, weak, poor, dying. Unfortunately. Let's fight back and change it. The FDA is a joke. They pass everything. We are 32 on the list out of 35 countries of the least regulated foods by the FDA. They put anything in our food. They do not care.
So that's a total joke.
You don't even have to list how much trans fat is in baby food. However, there is still hope. Your health will improve tremendously if you get off the Western diet. There's a great deal of money tied up in highly processed foods, as well as the diseases that they make and curing them, or really just taking all your money before you die. This book can basically be wrapped up in 7 key words. What should I eat? Eat food. How should I eat? Not too much. What should I eat? Mostly plants. Fun guys. Before all the food and nutritional experts, who did we rely on for our wisdom and to teach us? Our mothers and grandmothers. There can be a lot of wisdom in that. Cheers. And now for a short break. I just want to remind you guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you heard some of these food rules? Do you follow them? Do you have any of your own that I missed or Michael has missed? Have you read this book? Let me know. Do you think it's all garbage? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to smash that subscribe button. Keeping a food diary can be extremely beneficial. Anytime you log something and keep track of it, that will really help. Basically, this whole book can be summarized in just 7 simple words. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. What should I eat? Eat food. What kind of food should I eat? Mostly plants. Warning. The following clip contains graphic content, violence, and gore. Viewer discretion is advised.
Look what we have done. We have industrialized the slaughter of animals. We've industrialized their horrific treatment. We've got factories with hundreds, literally of thousands of their life, totally not done well. And how animals are treated. Animals have we're killing hundreds of thousands of wild better off 200 years ago. Are all these other sentient creatures have been huge meals better off 200 years ago or better off beautiful
Whether or not something dies, it's about how it lives. It's just about what happens to it before it is killed.
Killing hundreds of thousands of wild animals.
Can also incorporate fungi, nuts, beans, lentils, legumes. How should I eat? Not too much. Cooking from scratch is often easy to do, much cheaper. It will save you money and calories. It's better to pay the grocer than the doctor. Prevention of disease is way cheaper. Eat slowly, use a smaller plate, taste your food before putting extra salt on it, as well as sugar, cream, things like that. Try to be conservative with those additions. Reserve sodas for special occasions, and no, there's not a special occasion over once a month. All things in moderation. Leave the table a little bit hungry. Eat until you're about 75% full. You never want to overstuff or gorge yourself. Really just eat until you're satisfied. It also takes a long time for satiety to kick in. So you very well may be full, but you do not feel full yet. If you're not hungry enough to eat a piece of fruit, you're probably not that hungry. Eat your colors. The different colors signify many different nutrients and vitamins, and they are very key. Make sure your salad is filled with as much color as you can, fruits and vegetables. The faster you eat, the more you'll eat. Talk and eat. It helps the digestion. If you wouldn't cook with the ingredients on the label, why are you eating it and feeding it to your loved ones? If a third grader can't pronounce the ingredients, don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
Avoid light, low-fat, and non-fat foods. It's a trick. Buy local and support your local farmers, especially if you're so fortunate to live in areas where you can have that year-round. Grow a garden. You can get so much for your money as well from seeds. Michael says in his book that a $70 investment in seeds yields about $600 worth of food. Wow. Evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. This book is just freaking amazing. It's so cute. I love hardcover books. It's new. It's just beautiful. Like, I'm just gonna show you guys some of these pictures. And it's not only a picture book, it has a lot of reading as well. It was super simple and small. A lot of these things you could really easily remember and they will stick with you. It appears to be like a children's book, although it's not. However, I'm sure kids can definitely read this book and gain a lot of wisdom and learn from it as well. This is unlike most of the other books I read. They usually do not have pictures and beautiful colors. So that was really fun. Weaknesses, I got nothing. Contribution or bias, I agree with everything he said in this book. A couple things I'd like to add is don't eat when you are upset or emotional, sad, depressed. Do not use food as your medicine or as a reward. And also when you are eating out, again, like I said, portion sizes are way too big nowadays, but if it's on your plate and you're eating it, you get this thing called portion distortion, where you think that is your portion and that's what you need because that's what they gave to you, that's a serving size. Nope, that's completely wrong, inaccurate. Again, we do not need that much at all. We should not be eating that much. So it's really good to get a to-go box with your meal, cut it in half. Before you even start eating it, put half in the box and get it out of sight, off your plate. Otherwise, if you do that after, you're gonna eat way too much, way more than you should have, because you think that that is all your serving size right there. Some evidence of this, well, I could say that I'm evidence of this. I practice a lot of these rules myself. I love health and nutrition. I really try to stay away from meat. No, I am not total vegetarian, but I would like to be someday. Meat, again, is absolutely horrible for you.
It's a welfare issue. It's not just a life and death issue. It's about what kind of trauma the animal is exposed to. And in the argument with the meat consumption, either an animal welfare issue. Either you're justifying a food preference being worth castration, all kinds of bullshit that goes on to these animals to satisfy your stupid food preference, then yes, I think somebody could legitimately say you're a cruel motherfucker who live on vegetarian diets to be not necessary to their survival. That's been demonstrated by millions of human beings. Justify why human beings need to perpetuate it into the next generation. Justify why human beings need to their own diets that is not necessary to their survival.
For me, it's not really that hard to stay fit. You know, I don't have to necessarily work out all that much if you kind of just eat healthy. Final assessment, this book was just wonderful. I love it. Really just brings you back to the good old days, cooking with grandma, where life was simple and it wasn't always a constant battle to lose weight or to stay healthy. It was just normal and natural. Let's go back to that a little bit. Any recommendations? I would definitely suggest getting this book. If you guys liked this video and found a lot of good information, definitely share it, especially people who are interested in health and nutrition, losing weight, someone who could benefit from this. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also stay tuned for other book reviews and videos on the subject, such as The Pleasure Trap and Salt, Sugar, Fat. All right, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Get correct.